listen. This shit coming out right now because I had to ask approval to a nigga that I respected. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, my position, I'm the media, I would have been told y'all this shit. But listen, I had to ask a nigga for some approval to put this information out or whatever, but this is a true fucking Gully TV story. This is real fucking rap. I'll tell y'all what happened. Like 2 summers ago, we was in Miami. I went to Miami with basically Dipset, Skull Gang. You know what I'm saying? I was with Uncasa. And the Taliban niggas, I'll say that. I went down there with the Taliban niggas. You know what I mean? And I was down there, I was at Lil HUD crib, the high rise. I was all through Miami with like the Dipset, with the Harlem niggas. Boom. While we was down there, now I came to my position in Miami at the time. I'm a DVD media nigga. I'm Gully TV. I was flown down there by my man Skibo Debo and shit from Harlem. He told me, yo, I'm gonna bring you down to Miami and I want you to film us. You know what I'm saying? That's my position. That's what I do. So you know, I'm doing my job the whole time I'm down there. But this is real shit. This is what happened. I'm gonna get straight to the story. While we was down there, my man Skibo, he's a big nigga. You know what I'm saying? He's somebody uptown. Everybody know him uptown. So he has a relationship with French Montana from back in the day, and he got a relationship with Jim Jones back in the day. So growing up, like I said, Skibo Taliban, Dipset Taliban, whatever. So listen, the first night we down there in Miami, we go to a party and French was there. French showed us mad love and shit. You know what I'm saying? I filmed Chinks, French, the whole Coke Boys little mob and shit. But he showed us love. We got in the club with him for free. Everybody was there. Fab, Red Cafe. Everybody was somebody was in there. DJ Envy, we was all in the same spot. So boom, we had a good time. That was the end of that. You know, we partied all night, whatever. The next day, it was Jim's party. Jim having a party. We in Miami. I can't remember the names of these clubs and shit. Cause like I said, it was my first time down there. But it's them clubs that meeting them be rapping about. I can't remember the fucking names of them shits. But anyway, wherever the boy Stevie J, DJ Stevie J, wherever he was in that club and another one. So we go to Jim party, and when we get there, everybody, you know, this Dipset basically is, yeah, everybody from Dipset is there. Everybody, except for Cam. But the Skull Gang, fucking the Bird Gang, niggas, the Jim Jones, the Goonies, DJ Kid Capri, Sin City, everybody. It was this Nipsey Hussle's motherfucking jam-packed. So throughout this party, Jim steps to my man Skibo and tells Skibo basically, yo, this is what he said. I'm standing a few feet away from him talking, him and Jim talking and shit. You know? Like I said, I'm the cameraman and shit. You know what I mean? And Skibo turned around and told me a conversation that he had just had with Jim. And he basically said, verbatim, quote, he said, this nigga Jim crazy. He said, he just told me that he want to fight French. He just told me he gonna whip French ass. He said I know he down here, whatever, you know, I know you fuck with him or whatever, something to that effect. Tell that nigga, it ain't gotta be no gunplay, it ain't gotta be no murder, we ain't gotta shoot up South Beach or whatever. You know, it ain't gotta be no action. We just give me a fair one. This is what Jim Jones says. You know what I'm saying? You tell my man Skibo, yeah, I don't give a fuck. He got to see me about that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was basically referring to the shit that French was doing with Max. And in that situation, somewhere in that situation, I guess they made some comments about his kids, about Jim kids. And this is what Jim said. That nigga got to see me. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? That nigga got to see me, whatever. You know what I mean? He said shit about my kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's action. So if he don't want it to be nothing, if he, you know, you don't want to take us to tear up South Beach, whatever. Just, you know, me and him, we gonna go to the side and shoot a fairway, and that'll be the end of it. It ain't gotta go no further than this, but that's how I feel about it. Boom. I'm a DVD nigga. I'm from the. I'm a DVD nigga, and I also have a history with Jim Jones prior to this, and I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in this shit. I'm in it. Like the nigga who he just sent with the message, that's who brought me down here. So I'm thinking, damn, if this shit happened, I'm gonna be right there. You know what I'm saying? But that was the message. The next night, we ran into French again. I think we was on our way going to Jadakiss party or something. I can't remember, man. Like, it was, like I said, it was 2 summers. And right there on camera, my man, French pulls up in the blue Bentley, and we out there with all the Coke boys, cause my man Money Marv and Skibo and them, they grew up with these, like these they niggas. They know these niggas in the streets from back in the day. Boom, so we all out on the corner, chilling, and French pulls up in the Bentley. And my man Skibo bends over and tells him, yo, check. I talked to Jim. I talked to Jim. Jim said, you know, he want to shoot fair with you. That could be the end of it. You don't gotta be nothing, no more gunplay, all that. You don't have to be no gunplay, no. You know, it could end tonight. That'd be the end of it. Just give me a fair one. You know what I'm saying? About, you know, shit you said about his kids or something like that. I was standing right behind Skibo as he's saying this. And because we outside in Miami, this music playing and shit, he has to basically, he's yelling to me. And I'm standing right there, I'm like, damn. And when he said it, all the color started to leave French face. You know what I'm saying? And he's fumbling through his dialogue or whatever, and you know, he basically just said it in my mouth. That was his response. I was right there. I mean, French had a single on Choppa Down and shit. You know what I'm saying? He was talking all crazy. And Jim asked me about that situation and the shit that they went through, which I was watching on Cocaine City when, you know, the shit with Max and all of that. He asked me for the fair when French didn't want no trouble. I wouldn't have fought that nigga either. Not dead anyway. Them goon niggas was down there, my nigga. But like I said, let me tell you about my history, my past history with Jim Jones. It was concerning, ironically, this same Max B shit. Like, that shit is, he don't play around about that shit. But my situation was, I went to interview No, the Baltimore banger. When he first came out, they used to say he sounded like Jay-Z. I liked him. He was hot to me, despite the, you know, the voice comparison, you know, vocal similarities. He was hot to me. I actually wanted to see what he looked like in person. I went up there to interview the nigga. Big nigga, you know what I'm saying? Huge, big boomy nigga, right? And he takes, I didn't expect to encounter Jim at all. I didn't schedule him, I scheduled No. But No invited me to their studio session. He walks in and he opens the door and all of them niggas in there. The whole Bird gang. Jim was sitting right there. Got his feet up. I think Sin City might have been in there. I was looking, I didn't see Mel Murder, and I was looking for him because I thought he was hot. But somebody was in the booth, it could have been Mel Murder, was in the booth. And they technicians and engineers in there, so I'm in the fucking studio. Me and this chick. Boom, I'm interviewing No, and asked him, I said, how do you feel about the comments being made about you by a former Bird Gang member? I was referring to Max B. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't hear what I said. I said, how do you feel about the comments being made on the internet? You know, about your your vocal similarities to Jay-Z from a former Bird Gang member, Max B. That's what I said. When I said his name, Jim was in a fucking like a reclining office chair. He was cushed out of, he's fried. The whole studio's blazed. You know, they smoking all crazy. He got weed all in front of him, broke up, and just Dutches everywhere. He's blowing and he's fried. His eyes are closed. The whole time when I walked past, his eyes are closed. He's sitting there with the blunt. And when I said Max B, that nigga eyes open like the motherfucking Exorcist and shit. Like, he was like, yo, interview over. He terminated my interview because I mentioned Max's name. And with me at the time and shit, I was just, like I said, I'm in media and shit. I just report what's happening in hip hop, you know what I mean? And I'm Gully TV, that's a question that I had to ask. But Jim sicked the Goonies on me, told him to take my camera and shit. And the guys that he sent, he sent, I forget the nigga name, Black, and some other niggas, and they checked me in the lobby, took my camera. They didn't take it. They said, yo, you gotta record over everything that just happened. Basically, it ruined my interview with Noah, and about this shit, about me mentioning Max's name and shit. And so after that, I was pissed the fuck off. I was actually on the run at the time. I went to New York on a run. I had a drug case, felony drug case. Snuck on a bus, got a bus ticket. Went all the way to New York to Chunk King Studios, and he terminated my interview. So I was pissed the fuck off. I made a blog after that shit telling the story, and I had clips of them taking the footage from me and shit. I still had it. They didn't erase it all. And it ended up getting like 80,000 views and shit. And I was, like I said, I'm a street nigga. I'm a real nigga at that. I was pissed the fuck off. He, what I'm saying? I didn't even come there to interview Jim. And he made them niggas take my fucking, fuck my interview up. And so that was that. All of that happened. I put that shit on the internet. It did probably almost 100,000 views. They all seen, they know about this shit. Jim know me. Jim remember me. So when I'm in Miami with Skibo and them, I'm around Jim all the time, filming, doing my job, and I knew about what happened with me and him at Chunk King Studio, and I told the guys that I was with, I told Skibo about it, you know what I'm saying, because when I got to Miami, I didn't know that I was going to be so close to Jim Jones, like I was in his party, and I was around him, his girl, he even shook my hand. He shook my hand in Miami, and when he shook my hand in Miami, I went straight back to the hotel and I deleted the video that I made. You know what I'm saying? He shook my hand in Miami. He actually gave me a drop. The footage got ruined some type of way, fucking with this other nigga that I was with, and I don't have the drop anymore. But after he gave me the drop, I went to shake his hand, and the way he shook my hand, he let me know that he remembered me from Chung King. Like, he was basically, I just did the little footage for you, but I don't really know you and I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how he shook my hand. But I was cool with that because he don't know me. And I went back and deleted the footage and shit. And I'm down there with him, with Jim, and everybody except Cam, Sin City, and like I said, I'm doing my job. Like, I'm into this shit that deep that despite my prior incident with Jim and the Goonies, I went around him again. And when I went around him this time, I seen the Goonies up close. I seen the real Goonies. And I'll keep it funky with you. When I had that incident with them at Chung King, after that shit, I didn't respect Jim. I didn't respect him at all. I thought he was sweet. You know what I'm saying? Because of the shit that I seen on the internet with, him fighting Junior Mafia and all that, just the true life shit, I thought he was a sucker, for real. Until I got to see him up close, you know what I'm saying? And up close, till I got to see him, and I got to see them Goonie niggas with him up close. And I'm a jail nigga. I done been in jail and shit all my life. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the Goonies go, that shit is the real fucking deal. Them niggas are solid as a motherfucker. And Jim is a big nigga, a big husky nigga. And he's a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? I seen the austerity in his face. You know what I'm saying? Come back. I want to say that, I have to say that word again, so these niggas will get a dictionary. I seen the austerity in his face when I was in Miami, and when I was around him. But the whole time I was around him, he was a professional. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. But these are true Gully TV stories and shit, my nigga. I'm glad I could share it with you. I'm gonna get on my Larry Merchant shit, right? All in all, pound for pound, as far as the French versus Jim Jones fight, I would have to give it to Jim and the Goonies. Like, the niggas that French roll with, they was a bunch of young niggas. I was down there. There was a bunch of young niggas, pretty niggas. You know, it was real niggas with them, I imagine. But they was little. They was young niggas. The niggas that Jim rolled with, they was all 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? They all had their weight up. Them niggas is all big. You know what I'm saying? And I know when niggas got their weight up. You know where that's from. That's institutional. You know what I mean? So, pound for pound and shit, I gotta give it to the Goonies, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is Gully TV Sport.